people. They can be loud, they can be quiet, they can be enthusiastic, they can be level-headed, they can be whatever. They can't be pessimistic. They have to be optimistic.
Yeah.
But they have to have this quiet confidence, like, I know this is going to work. And they've got to have this way of having people attracted to them. Like somehow that quiet confidence gets people going. Elon says we're going to Mars. Like 95% of the people think, oh, he's crazy. And then within the 5% are the best engineers in the world. And that's what they want to come join him.
Mm-hmm.
So he attracts some of the best engineers in the world to come work with him just because he says we're going to Mars. Now, he might be off by a week or a year or a decade.
Yeah.
But he'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
And it's that quiet confidence. He's taking on the US government. He's sort of saying, hey, I got this quiet confidence. I know what I'm doing. It is working. It is going to make our world better. You know, there are going to be some, shaky times, but look, this is something we got to go through.
Yeah.
People say a lot of stuff about him. I think he's a gift from the gods.
Yeah.
I think this guy's amazing.
What do you think about the way that he's doing it though, as far as some of the people like this week and last week that got laid off, as far as the leadership portion of it? I was curious. I'm glad that you brought that up, because I was curious what you thought about that as far as.
I think he has to do it in the way he's doing it. And I think that there is, because he's looking at it as a systemic problem.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to fix the systemic problem, and and a lot of people are getting laid off as a result of that systemic problem. What I was actually thinking about was, how do we get those public employees to join the private sector? And I think that's probably step 2. They have to go through the big layoffs, and then they need to figure out how they can participate in the private sector. I think he's absolutely dead on correct that our government just got too big. And just the way I look at entrepreneurial ventures, the government didn't have an entrepreneurial system to challenge it. And so it just grew and grew and grew and provided worse and worse service for more and more money. And now it's like, hey, time to come to, where the market meets the road. And so I think he's doing a very good thing. And I think he's going to have to go through a lot of fits and starts to get there. But the one piece that I think we in the private sector can help with is to figure out how we can get all those good public sector employees to work for the private sector.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. There definitely needs to be some changes, because I work for the Department of Defense, and we would buy, we were told to, right? We were told to buy, it could be leaflets of paper that cost $3. We would pay $43 for it, or do stupid stuff like, okay, it's the end of the year, so spend up all of this money so that we can get it allocated for the next fiscal year. And I get that. And it is a systematic change. One thing I don't agree with it. I hate the idea of, there are good people that work there. There are people that are working there right now, and they're being told that they have to like go back to work, and they have these disabilities, and they've been working from home doing an amazing job. But now they're losing their livelihoods. And we're talking about people that really need the money, and people that are hurt. And that's one thing that confuses me about it. And I pray that I never get that way, as far as losing the humanistic side of it. And so I totally agree. Something needs to happen. I just wish that it was done with a little bit more care.
Yeah. Well, those people don't have to be, if the government can run without those people can do other things that are more positive for society. So they're going to go through a shock. Losing a job is always a shock. It is in the private sector too. Mm-hmm. And losing a job where they, hey, I feel like I'm contributing, but now I can't contribute anymore, is even more of a shock. So those people who have to work from home are going to find other things, hopefully, to do from home where they can make an impact and they can be helpful to society. So it'll be a very difficult time for a lot of people. And the size of government makes it even more of a big deal, because if that same person was losing their job at some, Ford Motor Company, you wouldn't blink. But the fact that it's happening in government, and government is so big, mm-hmm. then you're saying, oh no, this is a horrible thing. So hopefully that person, whoever you're thinking of, can figure out something cool to do in the private sector.
Yeah.
Or in another part of government or whatever that just needs them more.
That was great. If you enjoyed this podcast, well, I'm sure you enjoyed it. If you're still here with us, what I want you to do is head over to your favorite podcast and streaming network and subscribe to the channel. And also let us know what you think about the show. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you for the things that you've done. Thank you for the things that you're doing. And especially thank you for the things that you're going to do, because I know that you're going to do something amazing.